What's up, Mystics? Welcome to my platform, Mystic by Nature. And if you don't know me, I'm B. This is my platform, Mystic by Nature, where I share messages from Spirit because I am a vessel for Spirit. So if you are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and check the description box below for information on how to book a reading with me or where you can follow me on all my other social media platforms, okay? So if you follow me over on Instagram, which if you are not, you should be, is at Mystic by Nature, I have been doing pick and emoji readings, and they have been really, really successful, and people have really been liking them. So I decided to bring that same concept over to the YouTube sphere, okay? So this is going to be a pick a card reading for the week. So there are going to be 3 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, crystals associated with each group. So just take a moment, ground yourself, do some deep breathing, look at the picture, decide which group you're going to pick, comment it down below, and then go ahead and use the timestamps below to go to the message for your group. I hope that these messages resonate. If they don't apply, let them fly, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. All right, Mystic. So if you picked group 1, that is going to be the Moonstone, the heart-shaped Moonstone group. And let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Okay, so we have Dead End, we have Persevere, Disruption, Anxiety, Happiness, and Anger, okay? And then we have these 2 affirmation cards, Boundaries and Perspective, okay? So what does a hawk see when it flies over your house besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk and you're really onto something. And then boundaries. I claim my right to set healthy boundaries and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken and sometimes it's given. And sometimes if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. So the energy coming through with this reading is really one of, I feel like there are some people in your life who are trying to come back and cause disruption, okay? They are trying to come back into your path. And I feel like these are relationships where they have reached their expiration date. And instead of you all succumbing to allowing these people back in, I feel like Spirit is telling you to have boundaries, okay? Even though it may be uncomfortable and very anxiety inducing for you to do something different, for you to do something that you're not used to doing, for you to set boundaries that you're not used to setting, Spirit is saying that these relationships have reached a dead end. These are people who have made you angry. These are people who have caused discourse in your life and have made you feel less than. You are in a place now where you are trying to prioritize your happiness. And so if that is true, it is important that you persevere through the discomfort and instead set boundaries, okay? The perspective card is a great reminder. It's about the perspective of it all. It's about changing the way that you're looking at it. Even though it's uncomfortable right now, it's only uncomfortable temporarily. And right now, what's most important is setting those boundaries. If you can change your perspective and see that you're going through this discomfort temporarily for your highest and best good and for you to eventually get to your happiness, it'll be a lot easier for you to do the things that you need to do and set the boundaries that you need to set with people. So if there are people coming into your life this week that don't align, where you know the relationships have reached their expiration date, where you know the relationships are no longer fulfilling or helpful to you, Spirit is telling you to set boundaries and change your perspective. Yes, it may be hard and scary to set these boundaries, but it's important that you persevere through it, okay? All right, so if you picked group, what is this on my desk? All type of stuff. If you picked group 2, the evil eye group, okay? Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Wisdom. With every relationship, I gain invaluable wisdom. I'm continually learning which qualities stimulate, support, and inspire me, and which ones make me want to cram a soup spoon into my ear and turn it slowly. In that sense, even failed relationships are actually successes. See how wise I sound? Okay. Surrender. And what is this? Wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I am ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else will be extra icing on life's cake. And surrender. Hear ye, hear ye. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip on any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance or which make your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived and has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are here to forthwith, officially and indubitably declared for the birds. And that's on period. 50-50, success, okay. flow, and strength. Okay, so this is making me feel like for you all, this group, I feel like you all are reaching a point where you are realizing that relationships in your life need to be 50-50. Okay, and if they are not, then I feel like you all are comfortable with allowing yourself to flow through those situations and eventually phase out of them. The flow card is making me feel like you all are at a place where you're just flowing through life. You're no longer fighting it. You're surrendering, right? And you're choosing to go for what makes you happy. No longer trying to prioritize what other people need over your own needs. The wholeness card is making me feel like you all are reaching that point where you can be whole by yourself, and you are now in a place where if you do get into a relationship, you know that the relationship needs to be 50-50. But in this same breath, I'm kind of seeing it more like 100-100, right? Both of you all need to come into the situation whole. Both of you all need to come into the situation already prepared and ready to fulfill your own needs, but allowing somebody else to be there to support that. Okay. I feel like you're not putting all of your happiness and all of your fulfillment on another person. I feel like some of you all are going to be coming into some successful relationships really soon. The wisdom card is giving me that you all have overcome so much and grown so much through these situations that any relationships that you had in the past, you've learned from them by this point, and now you're ready to really share your love with someone who deserves it. You're really ready to share your love with someone who really meets you halfway. Okay. The surrender card is also telling me that in this situation, you all aren't really looking for love. You are open and ready if it comes in, but you aren't looking. And that's great energy. Spirit doesn't want you to look. Spirit wants you to flow. Spirit wants you to keep flowing and focusing on yourself. You found your strength. You found your inner strength, your confidence, your power to know that you are enough, to know that you don't have to, give in to situations or relationships or people that aren't helping you be the fullest and best version of yourself. I think this card is very important. The wholeness card. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. And I feel like you all are finally at that point. You found the strength to find your own love within and to let that be your guiding force. You all aren't giving in into relationships that are no longer fulfilling, and you all are showing up as your whole self. And because of that, you all have learned so much from your past relationships. So this week, I really encourage you all to keep surrendering, to keep allowing yourself to be whole, to keep allowing yourself to prioritize yourself. Flow through these situations. If people are phasing out of your life, let them. And if you are truly single, not involved with anybody, really just going through the motions of, healing and growing, Spirit is saying you're on the right track. And the next relationship that comes into your life, I feel is going to be a relationship that is indeed 50-50, where you're coming in whole and that person is coming in whole. And I feel that this relationship will be successful for you. So keep your eyes open if that person does show up. But if not, Spirit is saying that you're on the right track right now, at least. Okay. And finally, if you pick group 3, the amethyst group, okay, let's see what these messages say. So we have initiative. Step right up. You're being awarded a boost of initiative. This potent potion will give you the gusto you need to move your life in a previously unexplored direction. If you're in a relationship, then it's time to take initiative and make some interesting plans for you and your partner. If you're not in one, it's time to reach out to old friends, go on adventures, and potentially meet some new cohorts. Either way, this great journey is beginning with one small step or one short text or whatever. I'm not the boss of you. And appreciation. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love rather than compare their ways with my ways. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universally accepted way. Good job to both of us. Okay, K, Sarah, whatever will be, do it yourself, and power. Okay, and then let's see what we have here. Ideation and cleanse. Okay, so these are some very interesting cards. Well, the first step that I do feel here is definitely one of initiative for sure, because we have initiative and then we also have power and then we have do it yourself. Okay, so for some of you all, if there is something that you have been trying to bring into fruition in your life, Spirit is telling you to take the initiative. Even though these cards are about love, they can be applied to anything. Spirit is telling you to take the initiative and to trust that whatever is meant for you is going to happen regardless. No one can take away what is destined for you. No one can change that. So Spirit is saying, instead of not doing it or not putting that that initial step out there because you're afraid of what will happen. Realize your power. Realize that you have the capability to do it yourself. Realize that whatever is for you cannot miss you. So if that is true, then there is no reason for you to not put yourself out there. The ideation card is making me feel like some of you all do have ideas or things that you have been thinking about, maybe trying to manifest, maybe trying to take some action towards, but I feel like you've been limiting yourself. It's a lot of orange here, a lot of orange and like reddish colors, and so that's making me feel like your sacral chakra might be important at this time. For some of you all, there is a need for you to explore yourself in a more sexual way. That's coming through for some reason. I also feel like in addition to that, spirit is also just saying, like, if you have been trying to create, this is your sign to do that. This is your sign to put yourself out there. Take initiative towards the ideas that you have, and trust that if you do that and it's for you, it will work out just how it's supposed to. The cleanse card here is making me feel like there's a need for you to ground yourself before you go into this creation process. I feel like some of you all may have some doubts or insecurities or things of that nature that have been holding you back. And so spirit is just saying, cleanse yourself of those things first so that you can go into these projects really giving it your all, really giving it 100%. Okay. Appreciation card is making me feel like there's a need for you all to appreciate the people around you who support you and who uplift you. I feel like you have some people around you who are probably trying to pour into you or guide you towards, you know, this process of creation, or guide you towards elevation in some way. And I think that because you all have so much just insecurities and different traumas that you all are working through, sometimes you all feel like people are being hard on you, or you feel like people are judging you or not really supporting you the way that you may like to be supported. And so the appreciation card to me right now is saying it's about perspective, and it's about you realizing that people love you the way that they know how to love. And while you can eventually over time teach them how to love you, I think that it's important that you acknowledge that these people do want to see you win. And if nothing else, you can appreciate that part, that these people want to see you win and they want to see you do well. Okay. They see your power. They know what you're capable of, and they want you to put yourself out there. Let's get one more card. Protection. Okay, so remember that you are protected no matter how things go. Remember what I said, whatever will be will be. So whatever is meant for you cannot pass you. You are protected. So instead of getting afraid or psyching yourself out or getting in your head, cleanse yourself, ground yourself, and remind yourself that what's for you cannot pass you. Okay, do it yourself. Don't wait on somebody else to give you your shot. Don't wait on somebody else to give you a chance. Take the initiative. Take the first step to put yourself out there. Okay. All right, Mystics, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in and for supporting the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with all of your cousins. Okay, let them know what we're doing over here on this Mystic by Nature platform. If you are interested in booking a reading, all of that information is going to be down below in the description box. And if you want to give a love donation, all of that information is down below as well. Thank you all for the support, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.